Happy New Year, everyone. Really great to see you all. Welcome to 2020. And thank you all for following me over 2019, for being there, and 2018 and 2017. But thank you all for everything over the past few years. Hi, Jeremy. And also just a shout out to Jeremy for adding an extra heater in here because it's freezing. But just wanted to really just shout out and just say thank you so much for everything over the course of 2019. And as we move into 2020, I really wanted to sort of start really talking about careers, start really getting us on the positive. I know everyone, if not most people some people went back last week, but I know a lot of people have started going back to work this week. And I know that I woke up this morning early and was, sort of going, right, okay, let's get ready to go back to work and back to routine. And I know there is a bit of a funk, like a bit of a, New Year slump when you start going back to work. So the best way to get out of it is to flip it round and just be positive, put some good music on, and actually just really enjoy the morning, like make the most of the morning. Try and have breakfast if you've got time to do it this morning before you start your commute. And really just try and set yourself up in the best possible way to start your first day of your career, first day of the year, in the best way possible. So as you probably already know, 2/3 of people are already job hunting as of now. People were logging in from like the first with a little bit of a hungover glaze, looking for a new job. And I get it, like we spend 2,000 hours at work. That is a big chunk of our time. And so, with 1/3 of people being unhappy in their jobs, I can understand that, 2/3 are already job hunting. But the thing is we're all geared to negativity. Like we're all, every single job site is out in force, new year, new me, new job, all the slogans are out. And have a think, right? Is it really that you want a new job, or is it that you're bored of what you're doing at the moment? Or is it that you've just hit like that new year slot, like funk, that new year, the here we go again? Because actually, if it's not that, if it could actually be that you're just looking at your work in the wrong way. And that's one of the big things. It's about being happy. Whether you're in this job for a year, whether you're in this job for 2 months, whether you're in this job for 2 weeks. The thing is it's all about how you perceive it. And it's, you can think that the grass is always greener. And I know so many other people in the career space are all about job changing and changing jobs and changing your life. You can actually enjoy the job that you're in, but you could choose to enjoy the job that you're in because it's a choice. Every single day that you get up and you go to that job, it's a choice that you're going to that place of work today. And you can choose not to, in which you look for a new job, or you can choose to stay where you are. But it's completely down to you. And once you remember that it's up to you, it's for you to make that call, and you are in control of your own destiny here, everything just feels so much easier. So I know a lot of people are dreading the first day in, but what I'm saying to you is today, put some decent music in on the commute into work. Put your earphones in, listen to good podcasts, listen to good music, get into like a really positive mind space. If you've got time, meditate this morning, get time to go and grab a breakfast. I know January, everyone's tightening the purse strings, but you know what? Go somewhere nice for breakfast. Pick up a really nice, smoothie or a nice, Eggs Benedict or something, but pick up something nice that you want to eat on the way into work this morning. Give yourself a pat on the back and actually stop berating yourself, but actually just get yourself into a really high vibe energy, like get yourself into a really, really good space on your way into work today, and here is, because I guess the thing is that we can either choose to be going into work feeling a little bit low and a little bit negative, or we can choose to go into work and be positive. And yes, loads of crap is going to hit us today. We're going to get shitloads of emails because that's what we do, right? That's what happens on the first day back. Everyone's super productive. But you either go in feeling negative, so you just go even lower, or you go in feeling positive and you manage to manage that feeling and that emotion that you've got. So one of the biggest things I'd say is take ownership of your life. Take it today. Today, own it. You have the choice to be happy or unhappy at work. Make the choice today to be happy at work. You can do it. Take ownership. Do you want a promotion? Do you want to change your job? Do you want to actually just enjoy what you're doing? Do you want to, Start writing your appraisal. I mean, an appraisal works in two ways. If you want something from your career this year, make 2020 your year. What do you want from your career? Can your job give it to you? Can your current employer give you what you want? And if it can, brilliant. Let's see how we can get you there. If they can't, then start seeing where you can get it from elsewhere. I'm not saying move jobs, but I'm saying reskill. Look for an external provider to get those skills, to get you to start doing more within your career. Again, take ownership. Whatever you want from your career this year, make it happen. Be positive. And I know that I work in an office. I know what it's like. I go and sit down next to some of my colleagues, and automatically the first thing that comes out of their mouths are, "Oh, back at work today." Well, no one's got a gun to your head and telling you you've got to go into work. You're doing it because you want to get paid. And there are loads of ways of getting paid. You can choose to get paid less and go to another job. It's completely your choice. So if you've got loads of negative Nancy's buzzing around at work, take a step away. Just step away from them. Take it as a chance to go to the water cooler. Take it as a chance to go to the toilet if you need to. But just walk away from the negativity. You don't need to hear it today. Stay positive. Stay glad to be at work. I know sometimes it's hard, but actually a lot of the time it's a habit to be negative at work. It's so much easier to moan about your job than to say that you love your job. Have you noticed that everyone always wants to moan about work? No one ever says how great their job is. Or if they do, it's a small pocket of people. So this needs to be your chance to go, right, I'm going to be positive today. And I do not want to be around people that are negative and moaning about work. I want to be positive and talk positively about work. One of the other things as well is, be motivated. Motivate yourself and have that vision. What is it that you want for your career in 2020? Visualize it. Get that vision strong in your head and start working towards it every single day. Every day you need to be working towards that career, working towards the vision that you have for your career for 2020. It doesn't need to be huge, grand things. It doesn't need to be a promotion. It could just be being happy. It could be just managing to get on top of your workload. But if that's your vision, work towards it every single day. Just get one step closer to working towards being happier at work and getting that vision clear in your head. And things will come up. New opportunities will come up to you because you're in a positive mind space. So definitely stay positive, keep that vision and keep yourself motivated towards that vision every single day. Think about it, write it down, have it stuck on a post-it note inside the back of your notebook, but have it so that you can see it every day. I'm not saying that you need to change your circle of people, but if they are all negative and they all want to leave the workplace, maybe it's worth it, or just not spending as much time with them. I know that people that tend to moan about work will also moan about other things at work. What happened at the weekend? Oh, well, we had, the in-laws over, and then it turns into a negative mind space then. People that tend to be negative about one aspect will be negative about many. So the best way to do it is to remove yourself from the equation and just stay in a positive mind frame. Give a call to your friends. I know that a couple of days ago I was in a really negative situation where I was sitting listening to everybody at work. So I phoned my cousin. I decided to have a chat with a family member. It's worth just doing that because you don't deserve to have to sit there and listen to negativity around you. Remove yourself from it. Another thing that you can be doing this year and to get you clear on the vision is to look into upskilling. It's looking into training. Is there a training course that you could do? Is there something that can help you develop? Is there a talk that you want to go to? Eventbrite, if any of you have seen their website, you can type in what you want to learn, networking, marketing, whatever you want to learn, you can actually go to a talk about it. They're not that expensive. They range from, say £30 up to, a couple of hundred. But you can actually just go through that list, have a look at what's going on in your area and go to those events. Start networking with other people that want to do what you want to do or want to do well in their career like you do. Start hanging around with the right people and meeting new people, networking, developing yourself, because you will start to enjoy your career so much more when you're in charge of it, when you're in control, when you're taking ownership of what your career is and who you want to become. So really, like, look into upskilling, look into changing your circle if you need to, but be positive and take ownership of your career. It's so important. You know, another thing as well is look at your job description. I looked at mine a couple of days ago and was shocked at how little I'm actually doing that's on my job description. I was actually kind of a little bit low about it. And I thought, right, that's it. There's all these things on my job description that I chose the job because of this. So I want to do it. So all those things on that job description now, I'm going to go in and start working towards, because I'd had to remind myself why I took the job in the first place. Because you fall into sort of dealing with admin, dealing with other colleagues, dealing with your team, and you get into a point where anything that's not that urgent, you just don't do because you're filled with so much other stuff. But looking at my job description, I suddenly realised there were loads of things that I really wanted to do that I just haven't had time to do. And it's not that I haven't had time, I just haven't been delegating and managing my time effectively. So for me this year is delegating the work that I possibly have just been doing because it's easy and I can just get it done quickly. Delegate it to the members of my team that don't have that experience so that they can learn. And then I can start doing the other stuff, the much more stronger strategic stuff that's on the job description that I was originally hired in to do. You know, again, it's taking initiative. It's making sure that you are the main owner of your career. You know, and one thing to remember is that you can't be 100% all of the time. You cannot be 100% on your A game all of the time, every single day. We are only human. But the whole point is making the choice today to be positive, to actually want to do well in your career, because we're in our careers now unless we have some sort of amazing windfall, we will be in our careers, we'll be in our jobs until we're 65, maybe even 70, maybe even older. You know, there's people that work until like basically they can't work no more. So it's really, really important to be happy with what you're doing. And you can only be happy if you take ownership of what your career is, because if you don't take ownership, someone else will. And it's time to be happy at work, right? Like, I find that so many things online always push you towards changing your job, negativity at work, office politics. You know, all my videos last year were completely about that. And it's about surviving that. Of course, like, nobody can go into work every day and, you know, dance in, skip in through the door and have the most amazing day. But the whole point is that we need to start being happy at work and making the choice to be happy at work and owning happiness at work. So today, I want you to, you know, on your commute in, if you're watching this video on your commute, fantastic. But I want you to go and listen to some really great music. If you're following me on Instagram, you'll see that I put Black Eyed Peas, Let's Get It Started, up on my Insta story. Just because I really, really want to, you know, boost the energy and get people listening to music that they really want to listen to on the way into work. I also listen to the radio, I listen to Virgin Radio, if you're here in the UK, because it's more positive than other things. And I used to listen to the news and had to stop. But what I'm saying is, get positive on your way into work. So this morning, I want you to get on the train, get on your commute, and I want you to be listening to something positive, whether it's a positive podcast or a positive song. You know, listen to something really, really positive, and start really enjoying your commute into work today. Hi Elsa, lovely to see you. Really listen to some really positive music. If you've got time today, get breakfast. You know, don't just run in on an empty stomach. Take the time to get some good breakfast in a good place today. And if you've got the time, sit down and have that breakfast and really relax, really enjoy. Read a good book on the way into work if you can, you know, but do something for you on your commute in and go into work feeling positive. Because if you don't, you will automatically feel like you're on a downward spiral. But if you can try and boost your mood as much as you can, you know, give yourself the time to get up and go to work. You know, leave 5 minutes early if you can, you know, and really, really make the most of today. If you're feeling a little bit low, if you feel really overwhelmed at lunchtime, sit down and write a to-do list. You know, you can do this. Today is tough. Today will always be tough, but it'll be tough because you're changing your routine and it's change and you're going back into the working 9 to 5. It's not tough because your job is tough. It's tough because you're changing, but push through, make today all about you. get through work. You know, you don't have to get it all done on a Monday morning. You know, get through to lunchtime, write your to-do list, actually own it, and make the choice today that you're going to have a really great day, because you will. If you make the choice to have a great day, you will have a great day. So have a wonderful day today. Welcome to 2020, the beginning of the year for your career. And if you need anything, drop it in the message box below. Tell me how you're starting your day the right way today. Right? Lovely to see you all. Thanks for joining me. See you. Bye.